Hey y'all. What is up? What is up? Howdy. How are y'all doing? Hey, Shaky. How are you? I've been having a terrible time with the chickens. Hey, Joe. Something, I don't know what, is getting in my chicken pen during the day and taking chickens. And it's pulling them out a small area, so it can't be very big. So now I'm thinking, well, if it is, Joe, it's during the day. I lost another one tonight. I lost one of my barred rocks. I don't know of us ever having weasels here. Now, years ago, we're talking when I was probably 12 years old, and we ain't going back how far that is. Let's just say it's a long time ago. My dad killed a mink in my mom's chicken house. So I'm beginning to think it may be a mink. But whatever it is, it's pulling it completely out of the fence and eating the whole bird. It's not doing like a possum would do. So I don't think it's a possum, because, you know, a possum usually just eats their heads off and their bobos out. A skunk usually does that too. So it would have to be a coon or possibly a mink or a weasel. I don't know. But the area that it's going out, whatever it is small. But it's pulling a big chicken through it. So I've got to try to redo my chicken pen because it's just not safe enough. So I will probably be out in the heat tomorrow, driving more posts. So, yeah, possum don't usually eat the whole chicken. They'll usually eat their heads off and their bobos out. So, well, they may. I've never seen one. I've seen a mink. I have never seen a weasel. But if I ever see one, it'll be a gone weasel. Hey, Julie, how are you, sweetheart? But it's driving me crazy. I'm down to eight hens now, and none of them are laying egg. Well, I take that back. I've got one that's laying eggs, and that's Grandma, and she's getting really old. So I don't know how much longer Grandma will be laying. But I know last night Grandma was so scared she got yesterday evening. She got out of the pen. I don't know how she did it. But she went to sleep underneath the carport. Hey, Eva. And I had to pick her up last night because I was hunting her because I thought, oh, crap, something got Grandma. And something told me to go underneath the carport. And I did, and there was Grandma. Yeah, we have bobcats, but a bobcat would go over the fence. It wouldn't pull it through it. So I've just got to try to figure out a way to redo that run tomorrow. I can't keep them in the pen while I redo the run. So, and if it's getting in there, well, they're probably safer out trying to get away from the stupid hawks. Yeah, they have a place that they're locked up at night. They're locked up in their coop at night. But I can't keep them locked up in there in the afternoon because it would be like putting them in an oven. It's made of metal, and it would just, they'd die. So I'm thinking they will have better luck, hopefully, having a bigger area to run instead of being cornered. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shaky. So it's just, I come in tonight. I was so mad. Oh, I was heated. I was heated. I told him, I said, something got one of my barred rocks. Rick looked at me and said, okay, had you let them out? I said, no, they were still in the pen. I said, it's pulling them through. So it has to be the same thing because it's pulling them through the same spot. Yeah, I know. I need to get online and find me an outdoor camera that I can do surveillance on. Drives me bonkers. So I guess tomorrow I'm going to try to get out there. I don't know how hot it's supposed to be tomorrow, but I'm sure it's going to be, I'm sure the heat index is going to be well over 100. But I got to try to get out there and get that fence redone. Or do something. It's just driving me crazy. No, I don't have an electric fence. I wish I did. Okay. WYZE cameras. Now, are they weatherproof? Because this is about to drive me nuts. I had better luck with the old fencing that I had around it. I may just have to go with that. Okay, outside in the open and no problems. All right. I may just have to go back with the dog kennels. Because, I didn't have any problems really with things getting in with the dog kennels. My deal is I just wanted them to have a bigger open area. But I'm not going to risk them for them to have an open area. They run about $25. Okay. Now, how do I put it? Do you have to have a separate monitor for them so you can watch them? Or do you use it go on your phone? What do you do? I'm just curious. I mean, I need to know what I have to have so I'll be able to watch. But I'm going to try to get out there tomorrow and redo everything. Oh, okay. Well, that'd be awesome. Hey, Heather. All right, I'll look into them. Oh, Julie, I've got dishes to do, honey. So that's why I come on here. Yeah, I come on here so I didn't have to do them. Even though I really, really, really need to get in there to do them. Okay, sweet mom. Okay, I think I may have a game camera or two that I could sit out there, but it wouldn't notify me if anything went off. But at least with a game camera, I would know what it is, right? Maybe taking pictures of chickens all day. I need to find where my son put that game camera. I have to figure out where Bubba put that game camera. I can get a camera that notifies me. See, there you go. Because, see, once you get the dishes done, Julie, you're not going to want to eat a bowl of ice cream because you've messed up another deal of dishes. So if you eat the ice cream now, there you go. You gotta think things out there. Something just keeps biting me, or it feels like it is. My skin's just crawling. So, what all are y'all doing today, or done today, or going to be doing tomorrow? Shoot, my hubby ain't going to do them dishes, girl. He'd look at me like I was nuts. See, back when, now this is the thing. I was ready to kick my daddy's butt. Because back when I was working, and me and Rick got together, whatever I did, he was in there helping me do. Didn't matter if I was cooking or whatever, he was in there helping me. If I was in there doing dishes, he was in there helping me. He didn't help with laundry, though. You know what my dad did? I don't know why you doing that, son. That's woman's work. I wouldn't be caught doing that. Well, Dad had his words about 15 years ago because Dad got down and couldn't work and Mama was working. So he got stuck doing the dishes and the housework. Pickling beans, tomatoes, freezing and dehydrating. Oh, that's good. Oh, well, that's good, Heather. I hate doing dishes. I would rather scrub toilets all day in high heel shoes. Let's do dishes. And I don't know why. I mean, it don't take that long. It's just I hate them. I hate doing them. Just oh, you had to do college paper. I'm too old for that stuff. My brain don't work well enough. Man, Brenda, Miss Brenda from Duncan Homestead 1900. She sent me a playlist of videos. And it kind of had to do with that dream that I had. I was up all night watching that. Oh, he's just messaging me how to get on StreamYard. Okay, I'm just talking. Oh, well, that sounds really cute, Julie. I think I have. I think I have figured the dream out. It's kind of scary, but I think I figured the dream out because a lot of things that still makes me feel like I'm completely bonkers But then now I know there's other people out there that's just as bonkers. So I don't feel alone. Oh, bee lady. Honey, for about 5 days straight, I had the same dream that kept telling me I'm not dead. And I had not thought of this person in over 20 years. And I was like, okay, why do I care? You know, because I mean, this person was nothing to me. He was nothing to me. I mean, I knew who he was. If I seen him on the TV or if I seen him on whatever, I recognized him, okay. But as far as in my life, he was nothing to me. And I keep getting this dream, and it's John saying I'm not dead. 5 times. 5 times. So I said, okay. I had dogs knocking stuff off. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to look into this crap because this is driving me absolutely freaking bonkers. Well, come to find out, there's a lot of people out there that's bonkers because they believe the same thing as what my dream was telling me. No, I haven't had anything to walk in between me and the computer lately. Yeah, I said, if you don't need me, call me home. And now I'm hearing, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Junior, JFK Jr. Not John Walton. No, little Junior. And like I said, I don't know him. I mean, I know who he was or who he, you know, yeah, that John. And I'm like, and of course, I get something on my brain. And I have to do my research and everything. And I told Rick about it. I said, okay, I've had this dream 5 times. And I told him what it was. And he looked at me and said, stop it. I said, stop what? He said, just stop it. I said, how do I just stop it? I said, once it goes in here, I have to search for information. He goes, just stop it. Hold on, I gotta let a dog in. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. And it's like my brain does not work like that. If something gets on my brain, I have to continue and continue and continue till I find the answer. And then he just says, well, just stop it. It does not work like that. I think so. I think so. I believe they are. Yeah. I think, yeah. All right. And so, okay, I continue to study. I continue and continue and continue to study. Okay. When a person is flying a plane, they don't just turn their fuel off, right? Well, get this, the fuel valve on John John's plane, it had flown how many, oh my God, I forgot how many hundreds of miles it had flown. But when they found John John's plane in the wreckage, the fuel valve was turned off. I think there was a reason the fuel valve was turned off, and I may be wrong. I may be completely wrong. I have a feeling that they had parachutes in the plane. This is my theory. This is my theory, okay? Is there was parachutes in the plane. Before they jumped out, they turned the fuel off because in case they didn't get far enough from when the plane did impact, there was no explosion, okay? If the fuel's turned off, there's no motor running. If the motor's not running, there's not going to be something to make an explosion. He wanted stuff found. So, I believe they parachuted out of the planes and they've been living in hiding. After what I've been checking out, which I may be wrong. I may be a kook. I don't know. Exactly, but didn't explode because the motor was off. The motor has no fuel going to it. It has no way to combust. Well, see, his mechanism on his plane, it could not accidentally be turned off because it had a deal at the off deal. You had to push it in and pull it over. They showed the type of valve he had. So his was on purpose. I don't think they actually found any, Eva. You never seen pictures, okay? You never seen pictures. Now, they say they did. They say they did. This is the thing. Within a few minutes, there was no pictures, and the bodies were cremated immediately. Who does that? There was no pictures. The body was cremated immediately. Do y'all realize it took them 15 hours after he went down before they went looking and searching? When normally As soon as that deal hits on under 700 feet, the alarm goes off. Yeah, 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 bee lady, yeah. On the plane, as soon as it hits under 700 feet, the alarm at the, what is that called? What is that called, Shaky? You know, the people that's watching the radar, it'll automatically set out an alert. Well, those alerts were set out, but nobody went looking for 15 hours later when they should have been looking in within 10 to 15 minutes after that bleeped. Yeah, the air traffic controllers, yes. But it was very strange that the CIA, all of them, the Coast Guard, none of them went looking for him for 15 hours. Yeah, 5 nights. I'm not dead. It's 5 nights. I'm not dead. You'll see. Well, if you will go and look at, I want you to go, Eva. I want you to look at one of the last interviews he did on his magazine. It'll have it'll have a picture of the magazine, one of the magazine kind of covers or posters behind him, and he's speaking. If you will look on the bottom of that magazine, it says Platform 2020. Like to blew my flipping mind. Yep. Yeah. I crap you not. There is a magazine behind him where he's doing one of his interviews on his George magazine, and his George magazine talks about, he said, read this magazine, pull this magazine back out in 20 years. It talks about Bill Gates trying to control the population. It talks about Hillary getting indicted. What else was it? All sorts of stuff. And he named the magazine after the person that had his father assassinated. $1999, I believe. It was 98 or 99. Let me see. if I can find the let me see if I can find the interview. I've seen so many, I get them all confused now. Let me see. Dang it. I'm searching. Dang it. How come you can't ever find nothing when you're looking for it? Hold on, y'all. I can't see chat, so. Okay, we'll do this. This ain't the video I watched.
Be sure to like, subscribe, click the bell.
But this will show you what was in his magazine. Okay, this is one of his pullouts of the magazine. Well, see, the thing of it is, after that, Lady B, Carolyn continued to run the company. The cover of the magazine is Cindy Crawford dressed as George Washington, and I believe she's saluting. But it was a 1997 magazine. So it's just the link I put in there is not the one I watched. I haven't watched this one yet, so I'm gonna have to watch it. I cannot find the one I watched. But I was like, stuff kind of makes sense. And Duncan, which is Brenda, sent me a deal through Messenger. Let's see if I can get it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I gotta let Bear out. Hold on. I tell you what, y'all can't come in and out at one time, can you? Y'all are gonna drive me bonkers. Let's see. See if I can get my message. Crap. Hold on. There it is. Okay. Watch that. Mama's texting me. But don't you think it's kind of strange for him to all of a sudden get vertigo? Your computer fainted? Hey, Anthony. Sorry, I was looking up something, honey, when you came in. But the thing of it is, they said, this is what gets me shaking. Every instructor said he always obeyed everything. He never once took that plane out without an instructor. One of his family members said that there was an instructor on that plane. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. So, just a lot of strange things, okay? Then somebody else on Twitter, hi JC, I put my dream out there on Twitter. Somebody else seen it sent me a video of a guy talking to a man. You could never see the man's face because this man says he's Q, okay? I crap you not, it sounded just like John John. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah. Yep, there was an instructor on the plane. There was an instructor on the plane. Yeah, I've been having crazy dreams. And when you have a dead person, supposedly dead person tell you, hey, I ain't dead. And they do it 5 times on 5 different nights, you start looking into crap. I hope and pray that him and his family did not die in that crash. But that last deal I put up about the playlist, y'all, watch it. It is sickening. You won't only be sickened, you'll be pissed off because of the way we've all been manipulated. Nobody crashed in my dream. This guy actually crashed 20-something years ago. And then in my dream, he's telling me I'm not dead. And this dream didn't start happening until last week. Yeah, JFK Jr. And I crap you not, this other video that was sent to me on Twitter, when you listen to the mannerisms that he's speaking with, it sounds like John John. Yes, I fed the little fish twice today already. Yeah, I have the Twitter video. Let me log into Twitter. Where did it go? Shh. I'm going to have so many deals open, I'm going to end up knocking myself out of the deal. There. Okay, but Shaky, I also want you to look up Operation Mockingbird. And then you may hear why that's all you've ever been told. Or you may see why that's all you've ever been told. We only hear what they want us to hear. But look up Operation Mockingbird. You will see what our CIA and government has been up to for years. That pissed me off. I've been learning so much stuff, and it really pisses me off. I've been hearing a lot of other things since I've been checking into this. I don't know if it's true or not. Let them come after me. I don't care. But videos of, I believe it's Tom Hanks's wife, and if I'm not mistaken, one of Tom Hanks, maybe a couple of videos of Tom Hanks. You look at where their pictures are taken, where the video's coming from. I'm telling you, their house don't look like that. You compare where they're at to sales at Guantanamo. Looks very familiar. I'll just put it that way. Uh-oh, I may be saying things that's pissing off YouTube. But yeah. You look at the videos of Tom Hanks and pictures of Tom Hanks and his wife. Then there's 2 or 3 videos of Tom Hanks' wife alone. And it looks just like the sales at Guantanamo. I gotta let a dog in. You want out now? Oh, sweet mother of pearl. Well, go. Blue, go. You're gonna want in 5 minutes. So I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to not to believe, you know. So all I can do is say, I hope that they made it. Because of what I've been hearing that he's been doing. Hey, Z. But it's just, very strange that a lot of people that were supposedly good friends with the Clintons has ended up dead that told off what they knew on the Clintons. Police officers that seen the video of Hillary and whatever the frick her name is, Hadeen or Anthony Weiner's ex-wife. Every one of them that's seen that video died. They trying. So I just think it's kind of fishing. I'm surprised she's still alive. But things are really screwed up, okay? Things are so screwed up. And it even tells you that the CIA helps the writers of the movies. They've been hardening us towards stuff all of our lives. Oh, Tron, go look up the Q. Look up JFK Jr. And there's some links. I don't know. I'll try to send you the links that I've got, Tron. I'll send them to you through Facebook. Of stuff I've been getting. I kept having a dream for five nights in a row. Same dream. So I had to look into it. It was JFK Jr. telling me he wasn't dead. Why would he tell me? Oh, I had no clue. I had no clue, Heather. Yep. Okay, I will. But it was, honey, the CIA is in everything. Hey, Abe, the CIA is in everything. Did you know they own most of our media outlets? You'll find that out in the videos too. You're going to get pissed. You're going to get pissed. It won't kill you, but you're going to get pissed. Oh. It just, Now, there's one video that if you watch it, you could probably get killed, so do not watch it. Yep. The CIA has controlled the media. Oh my gosh. Since before Disney, or when Walt Disney come out. Well, the thing of it is, the CIA is in with Disney. The CIA helped Walt Disney purchase the land that Disneyland is on. They found him the land. They got him the land. I've been finding out all sorts of stuff. But there's supposedly 6 different companies that owns our news media. And the CIA is in every one of them. Hey, Josie. I'm not involved in them. But the CIA is. You will also find out in one of those videos that is in that playlist that one of the head honchos is the CIA, is also the one that started the Satanic Church. Now, if that don't piss you off, yeah, that's what they say. And the one of the videos will tell you about a very religious woman always wanting to have revival. And she passes that Bible down to her daughter, which is a very religious person. That daughter passes the Bible down to her son. Y'all have any clue what her son's name is? It's called the Revival Bible. You'll find it out in the videos too. Yes, JC Trump. She passed the Bible down to her son, Donald Trump. Not shaky. Hey, Tony. I've got to get over and get caught up on your videos, brother. But there's just a lot of stuff, y'all, that hey, Pink. But there's yep. But just so y'all know, the Revival Bible is in the White House today. So but if you think about it, I never really put much thought into it until lately. Yep. But I never really put much thought into it until lately. You know, if someone is doing something for God, the devil comes after them harder than they do anyone. Who has the devil been going after the last 4 years? And he's been hitting him with everything he's got, and he's still standing. There's a reason. And there's a stupid light bug in my house that just flew in front of the computer and landed on my desk. But it really didn't start adding up in my brain until I started looking into everything. And then it was like, oh man, this makes sense. This is really starting to make a lot of sense. I think so. Yeah, he does wear body armor. I don't blame him. I would too. Hey, Frank, I forgot to get on my email. But you know what? They say there's people out there that looks like every one of us. I just feel sorry for the one that got stuck looking like me. I hope she grows out of it. figure he has them. I figure he has them. Well, I kind of figure my dream means that this is going to be a rough 4 years. If Donald wins, because you know evil always comes after whoever's trying to do good. Everybody knows that. So this is I just wonder, let's say Pence decides to back out of being vice president. If my dream is true, then John will be vice president. Okay, Jamie. He used to be dim. I don't think he is anymore, lady. Or B. I don't think he is anymore. Nah. Biden ain't gonna win. He was a Democrat, but you can still have a Democrat as a vice president if you're a president and you're a Republican. You can pick anybody. You can pick anybody you want to. It don't have to be the same party. Yeah, I would make history. This is what I think, Tony. This is just my opinion only. Okay? My deal is if we can't get to the polls to vote, then it ought to automatically go back to Trump. That's my way of thinking. I know a lot of things doesn't work that way. But my deal is if you cannot go to the polls to vote, then Trump ought to be automatically rolled over for the next 4 years. What do you mean he's running? He just said the other day he wasn't going to run. That boy's like a yo-yo, ain't he? Prince Pelosi. That's Pelosi. Let's spell it right. Pelosi. Oh, good Lord. They just said the other day he wasn't running. Now he's running. That boy, he's like a yo-yo. He is like a yo-yo. Loser, yeah. Oh, does he? Well, I don't know. No. Well, Z, this supposedly come out of Kanye's own mouth. That his votes that he would get if he got votes, if he ran, would be pushed over to Trump. I don't know. Well, the thing of it is, though, Kanye does have a lot of conservative values. Even though he's a little out there, he does have conservative values for the most part. But if I'm not mistaken, he's missed 4 out of the 5 deadlines. I was being nice, trying. I was being nice. But Trump wants Kanye to run. Because Kanye done said he would succeed, whatever that flipping word is, his vote's over to Trump. Unless he's changed his mind. But Kanye has been at the White House. Oh my gosh. I can't remember how many different times that the president has called him in for his advice on things. Sorry, I had to get that mess out of my face. Kanye and Putin. He's not with the Kardashian anymore, honey. They got divorced a couple of years ago. Unless they're back together. But him and Kim got divorced, right? Wasn't he married to Kim? The big butted girl. Oh, she was with him today. Oh, they never got divorced? Ah. Anyway, well, let's face it, y'all. Ain't nobody gonna want to see her old hoo-hoo and her boobies. But I don't think Kanye would win. I mean, yeah, he may get the liberal vote, but it won't. It'll be just enough votes. There's more Republicans than there are liberals. But liberals and Republicans together will tally up more than the Democrats. Do you smell what I'm stepping in? Oh, what did he say about her? Spill the tea, Bunny, spill the tea. I don't know what he said about her. He'd have to sing it because you know Darren Willie couldn't just say it. So, yeah. So anyway, there's a lot of oh. That would be hilarious. Yeah, that's her brother-in-law. But I forgot who it was. Stinking on it, my nose is just itching. I forgot who it was talking about Kanye. If he gets in and he gets the votes, his votes will be forwarded over to Trump. Yes, they do, Eva. But it's just a big, I don't know, it's a big horse and pony show, y'all. It's a big horse and pony show. Now, is that Trudeau? Eva, is his name Trudeau? I don't really keep up on other countries. I have enough trying to keep up with what's going on in this one. Lots of findings of new drugs. Well, you might want to watch those videos that I posted because it has Trudeau in there too. Kanye is off his meds. Ah. The only thing that really got me with Kanye is he was going to write his own Bible because he was, according to him, he was above God. That kind of, but I think God kind of reached down and slapped him. Yep, they will. But those videos that I shared is not just about the United States. Yeah. He'd have to cut his hair and shave, though. She did. What prisoner did she get released? Yes, the grooming part. Well, I tell you what, Frank, she might get quite a few votes. She's hilarious. Okay, Lorraine. I hope your granddaughter's foot gets better. You think Kim would make a great first lady? It maybe if she keeps her hoo-ha covered. I don't want to see her hoo-ha. Night, Bonnie. Oh, I seen her sing the national anthem. I busted out laughing because, bless her heart, she didn't know the words. I think she was just trying to be funny. And that was when she was a liberal. But she's went from liberal to conservative. If you listen to her now, I mean, you can tell she's doing some. I think she's doing some drugs. But her values have really changed. So, that a lot of her values have really changed. Yeah, but what she tweeted wasn't meant to be how it came out. She said I should have knew better than to tweet it half asleep. And she said what she meant to say. It just didn't come out the way she meant to say it. So, the other day, though, she had a few words for President Trump. They weren't very nice words. But it was just short and sweet. Told him to quit being a P word and move on. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it was, I think it was just a couple of days ago. She told me to quit being a P word. Ends with a Y. It has a U and some S's in there. And, yeah. Night, Eva. But I was like, oh my God. Did you really just say that? But, well, I didn't normally keep up with it, but it said something about Roseanne and Trump, something about it, and I clicked on it. I had thought, oh my God, I have to see what she has to say today. I laughed so hard I darn near peed down both legs. She was sitting on her bed smoking a cigarette, or it looked like she was sitting on her bed. She seemed to be kind of half drunk. I don't know. She might not have been. She may just be on some medications that screw with her. I don't know. But I just busted out laughing. It was only like a couple of, maybe 30 seconds long, 45. It wasn't long. Yep. I tell you what, I would have loved for Clint to have been president. That, I think, would have been amazing. Yeah, she didn't. It's sad. And the way they killed her off, that was sucky. Yeah, he'd have been tough. But you know what? He'd have cleaned a lot of shit up. I got to get something to drink. I'll be right back. But I'll guarantee you he wouldn't have fiddle farted around with the Democrats either. I tell you what, when I was little, High Chaparral, I knew exactly when High Chaparral was coming on. And I would have to go watch Wowdy. Mama said something to me one day about, am I going to marry, which was the little neighbor boy next door. I looked at her. I said, no. She goes, well, who you going to marry? I said, I'm going to marry Wowdy. Clint Eastwood was always my first crush. Of course, I didn't know at the time. When I was 4 years old, he was probably 40. Hey, Patty. Oh, honey, I'm just yakking. You know me. Hey, Chipper. Yeah, they're all here, aren't they? But, yeah, I was going to marry Wowdy. It threw me for a loop, though, when he would come on and do the Westerns at late night. And he was a lot older than he was when he was Wowdy. And it was the same day. Night, Heather. Love you too. You have a good week. But yeah, I was going to marry Wowdy. I just couldn't figure out how in the world. Wowdy was young during the day, but old at night. And you know, to this day, every time his Westerns come on at night, if I know they're coming on, that's the only TV I watch. I'll sit up and watch Good, Bad, the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars, Two Mules for Sister Sarah, all those goodies. It will be hopefully the first week in August. The guy had sold the one that I was wanting to get. So we don't know now if I'll end up with Holsteins or if I'll end up with jerseys. You outlaw Josie Wells, yes. But I should have them the first week of August. We're hoping. I love jerseys. I would rather have jerseys than Holsteins. I'm going to be honest. I would rather have jerseys than Holsteins. Jerseys have more of a fat content on their milk, which makes better butter. But at this point, I'm not going to be picky. Whichever one I can come with Jersey, Holstein. But I don't want the miniature jerseys. I want either the mid or the large jerseys. Oh, those Bulls can be a pain in the arse. I'm going to tell you right now. Bulls are a pain. It doesn't matter if it's a jersey. Bulls, period. They will tear your fences down in a heartbeat, trying to fight through to get to the others. So Rick's telling me not to get the bull. So I may just end up with a cow and some heifers this time, or a heifer, depending on how much leeway I have to work with money. You mean how often are cows in heat? Usually about once a year. But bulls like to roam. They like to roam. They like to go to the neighbors. Yeah, they will tear a fence down in a heartbeat. So Rick's telling me, why don't you wait on a bull? And because we can take her and have her bred. And I'm thinking he may be right. Now you can have bulls during the whole year. I mean, even when they're, how do I explain it? Most bulls are very calm. You do have some that are just total asses. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's with anything. Usually it depends on how they were treated when they were growing up. It usually depends on how they're treated. All the bulls we ever had were really calm. Now, we used to have one cow that was crazy, and her name was Crazy. She was crazy. I'll tell you all the story. Yeah, you do. You sure do, Mary. Because they're not aggressive. Most of them are not aggressive to humans, but they are aggressive to other bulls. They just like to go wherever any lady is, and it doesn't matter if they have 20 ladies. When the neighbors' cows come in to heat, they smell it and they want to go there, if that makes sense. But we had a cow. She was a Charlotte. No, she was a Hereford. She was a Hereford, red, white face. When we went to purchase cows for the first time, Rick and I together, my dad said, I'll take y'all to the auction and I'll show you which ones to get. I told Dad, I said, I don't want that one. He said, why? I said, look at her. She's crazy. He said, oh, she's just stirred up because she's in the ring. I looked at him. I said, no, she's crazy. Look at her eyes. Oh, she's just stirred up because she's in the ring. Nobody bid on her. So my dad told Rick to bid on her. Well, there was a reason nobody bid on her, because she was crazy. We get them home. I told Dad, I said, oh, great. You got one that's going to get us killed. He goes, oh, sister, you don't be over dramatic. That was my daddy. So we had her 6 months. She was crazy. So we were feeding. She wouldn't come up. So Rick goes down. This was, oh my gosh, y'all, this was 20 years ago. Yeah, it was 20 years ago or more. God, I guess it was more than that. It's probably closer to 25 years ago. Rick goes down the pasture. He finds her. Well, he's trying to walk her up to the house where she decides she's going to fight him. And all of a sudden, I hear you B word. I hear that cow just a bellering. Next thing I see is a Bodark post going through the air. And I'm like, what? And she's just a shaking her head. He comes back up to the house all bloody and stuff because he's been using his fists. I said, what did you do to that cow? He goes, what did I do to that cow? Hell, what did she do to me? She had trapped him and got after him. And he was hitting her with his fists. And finally, he found a Bodark post that he pulled out of the ground and went to beating her with that Bodark post. Needless to say, we got rid of that cow. I told my dad, I said, see, I told you she was crazy. Oh, really? They got some crazy ones? Oh, yeah, they do. They always look for the females. Oh, yeah, Frank and his goat. That was hilarious. I know. That would have been amazing to have gotten on a video. But of course, back then I didn't have such thing as a video recorder. And I laughed, y'all. I was laughing. I couldn't figure out what in the world. That cow was down there just bellering, and he was down there screaming, you B word, you B word, you B word. And we had one cow. She was really sweet. And no, the name of her wasn't because of any way she acted, okay? This lady, this cow we had horns. Well, we had Red Baby. And Red Baby were the daughters of the cow that had horns. She's the only cow at the time that we had that had horns. Her name was Horny. And she was a Hereford, red, white face. Well, one day, Rick was out there fixing fence. And Horny didn't like kids, okay? She did not like kids. And I guess Amanda was probably about 4 or 5 years old. Well, she starts running, screaming, Daddy, 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 Daddy. And she was booking it. She's a little bitty short thing. She's booking it out there. Rick ran to meet her. And when Horny seen Rick, she stopped. But she was just hooking at that baby all the way to where Rick was. She did not like kids. Well, Red Baby had her. Yeah, it was Red Baby's calf. One of the neighbors, Charlotte Bulls, got in and bred her. And she had a half Charlotte calf. Well, Bub, he was supposed to have been, not Tony, Bubba, which is 32 now, but at that time he was probably about 10, 12 years old. He had a bucket. Well, my cows, they seen a bucket, they come running, okay? Well, he had got him some worms. He's going to go fishing in the little pond behind us, out back here. And he starts walking across there at that bucket. Well, this calf is about 6 months old, so she probably weighed about 300 or 400 pounds, okay? That calf seen that bucket and come running. Bubba went to screaming and ran out in the pond screaming, Mama, Daddy. And he'd look at that calf, oh God, I didn't ever do anything to you. Oh, he gets mad when he hears me tell that story. He'd say, please go away. I've never done anything to you. We told him, we said, son, she's after the bucket. He said, it's just worms. I said, she don't know that. Let her see it. And he said, I ain't getting that close. He ran off into the pond and waded over to where we were at. That calf was just standing there looking at him like, hey, I want the bucket. Hey. Oh, good night. Good night, Frank. Yeah, I guess I better get off here. I've been on here almost 2 hours. But yeah, we've had some funny little things happen around here. So, with that being said, y'all, everybody's getting sleepy, so I'm going to let them go. Remember, the world is a better place because y'all are in it. Please don't ever forget it. And I love y'all, each and every one. Y'all take care. Bye.